Historians note, Sunrise on Sanghelios takes place in the immediate aftermath of Halo 5 Guardians, and concurrently with moments depicted in the novel Halo Bad Blood. Sanghelios, October 28th, 2558, UNSC military calendar. The Pelican landed in the Swords of Sanghelios camp, lit only by the fire of 2 braziers. A moment later, several Sangheli warriors clad in copper crimson armor emerged from the main tent, and alongside them, Spartan Commander Sarah Palmer, Dr. Catherine Halsey, and Arbiter Thel Vadam himself. Gathered at the landing site, they watched with anticipation as the rear camp of the Pelican's troop bay descended. The unusual welcome committee quickly lowered their weapons as they saw who was disembarking alongside Spartan Jameson Locke.
Original story written by Alex Wakeford and the franchise writing team of Halo Studios. We thank Halo Studios for continuing to tell grand stories within Halo's universe and dedicate this series as a love letter to their efforts. Jumperscape Audio and Scion Esports proudly present Stories from Waypoint, Episode 9, Sunrise on Sanghelios. Posted first on Halo Waypoint, October 14th, 2023.
Dr. Halsey approached, her expression a mix of so many conflicting emotions all at once. Pride, relief, horror, guilt. But she held these feelings back as she approached the Master Chief.
It took you long enough.
As the moment passed, Palmer snapped into action and ordered the Pelican's lights to be shut down as the rest of Blue Team and Fire Team Osiris exited the Pelican.
Welcome. You have my thanks for all you have done. The Sangheli people owe you a great debt. Although none of us is in a position to repay it, we will do what we can. You must all be hungry and exhausted. I insist you join us for a meal and a rest before you depart.
We're not leaving tonight. I didn't think we'd be able to make this work. But with your Pelican, it's possible. I've already received a message from Infinity. They're going to appear off the far side of Suban, this planet's nearest moon, tomorrow night at 1800 hours military standard, noon local time.
We're here for the night. We'll fly out first thing tomorrow.
We have butchered and roasted a number of Kolo and Kuskatu to celebrate our victory over the last of the Covenant and the end of our civil war. We would be honored by your presence.
As the night went on, the Arbiter took the Master Chief aside while the allied humans and Sangheli toasted to the victory that they had shared against the Covenant.
I was relieved when I heard that you had returned, Spartan. Even when our ship was severed in half as we escaped the great foundry of the foreigners all those years ago, I had faith that you were not lost. I have heard many stories, but I would like to hear the tale from you.
Cortana and I were adrift in space for over 4 years. We ended up at a shield world called Requiem, where we were led to awaken the Didact.
A foreigner survived.
We fought. He lost. But now the galaxy is overrun with his Prometheans, and our victory came at a price.
Your companion, the AI. I remember you trusted her with the fate of all when we last fought together.
She changed. I don't know exactly what happened. I just know I failed her.
Welcome home, John.
But then, inexplicably, he had found her again. But not as she once was. Cortana had claimed that accessing an ancient quantum network known as the Domain had cured her rampancy, but she had somehow become driven by the same misguided logic that the Didact himself had sought to impose upon the galaxy.
Our strength shall serve as a luminous sun toward which all intelligence may blossom. and the impervious shelter beneath which you will prosper. However, for those who refuse our offer and cling to their old ways, for you, there will be great wrath. It will burn hot and consume you. And when you are gone, we will take that which remains, and we will remake it in our own image.
We all fail, Spartan. We all make mistakes. I serve the Covenant as a destroyer of your kind. I have killed more than can possibly be counted, and though I now fight for peace and unity among our peoples, I know that there shall come a day where I must count the lives that have been lost because of my actions. You helped to turn me from that path. Perhaps there is still yet a chance you can do the same for your companion.
Words so easy.
They continued their discussion long into the night, as the Arbiter recalled to the Master Chief all that had transpired over the years from his perspective. Songs of loss and sacrifice, but also of victory and unity. He concluded his tales with the hope he felt for the future, a grand project that would lift the species of the galaxy from their conflicts and bring about a prosperous new era.
An alliance of species built upon a foundation of strength and unity that comes from honor and acceptance, mutual trust, respect. A concert of worlds in an age of peace.
The Arbiter slumped slightly, knowing that an age of peace was a long way off. There were many factions and threats still out there. Cortana and her created were just one of many. Were it so easy indeed? An hour before sunrise, preparations were made for departure aboard the Pelican, as the UNSC Infinity arrived out of slipspace to make a quick pickup.
Farewell, Spartan. When we first met, we were enemies fighting to end each other. Now, as allies, I am confident we can face this new threat together once more.
Thank you.
Original stories are available on Halo Waypoint. All rights to Halo belong to Halo Studios and Microsoft. If you wish to connect, please visit us at jumperscape.com. Stories from Waypoint is presented by Scion Esports. Find their events and opportunities at scionesports.com.